Oh boy. We've never done this before. So, hopefully this goes super duper well. If you can hear me, say something, and that'll make me feel real nice. Oh, it does appear we have audio coming through. Okay, very exciting. So this is kind of an impromptu sort of thing that I didn't really know what to do with this set. I think most of the community doesn't know what to do with this set. Seen a lot of mixed reactions about it. So we're going to talk about this set in particular today. We're going to build this set today. And yeah, we're just going to chat because we've never done a live stream before. And this could be interesting. And hopefully it will be interesting. I have no idea if I'm going to continue to do this. Live is just not my format because when I mess up, I don't have the magic of editing to make it better anymore. So we just get to embrace the mistakes that will inevitably happen tonight, which is fantastic. So I'm actually joined by Audrey tonight, who is this really cute girl that I met at college and then married.
No, what? I thought we were just friends. That's what this is, right? We're friends?
Friends?
Yeah.
Building a Lego set together?
Yeah, just two bros.
So, hey, I'm gonna try to keep an eye on the chat as best I can, so we can talk about pretty much anything. But I guess the main point of putting this set on a stream with a live chat is to talk about Lego and art. And we get to determine today, is this art? Is what we're going to do with it art? All sorts of great questions that I'm not qualified to answer or perhaps even ask. But we're going to ask and answer them. It's going to be amazing.
We're doing it all.
Lego is art. That's a great answer because I believe that's right. So
Yeah, which one is it?
I hate, punching the tabs. It just feels wrong. I can't do it. Oh, well, I've done it. Done it now.
Can't edit that out.
It's art if you feel like it's art. It's a great point, Pink Ice. So I think what we're going to do is we're just going to open this up, spill out the pieces, and make something. I really don't have any interest in following the directions here, and I think that that's okay.
Oh boy, oh boy.
But yeah, this is the first time I'm seeing inside the set too, so we might as well look at the booklet here. Sign up for Lego VIP. Amazing.
True.
Wow. There you go. Make art, display it your way. That's what we're going to try to do. And there's some lifestyle photos. So this booklet... Oh, so it's like, so you have a bunch of pre-assembled pieces and then you just configure them in different ways. And that's what the second half of the booklet is, which is kind of interesting. So we could go about it that way, but I think we're just going to attach the pieces in any way we see. Oh, did you see this?
Oh.
You have to get 2 of the sets now, and then you can make that. And there's obviously value in there. I mean, this is going to make for a pretty incredible parts pack, which is exciting too. But we will not be doing that. We just have one copy of the set. And I feel like I should be more prepared for this. I really don't know how many pieces are. I think there's... Oh, that's probably on the box. 805 pieces. I think this is $50, which is a really good deal. So, amazing.
Nice. Did you want to do the actual frame and work off of that, or are we just gonna...
Let's see. That could be a good starting point. Let's build the frame at least, and then we'll see how we're feeling after that point.
1 and 2.
Hopefully the crinkle does not absolutely destroy the audio.
If not, suffer.
But hello, thanks everyone for showing up. We got 156 people. That's pretty fantastic.
Hello. Someone was asking when the release was.
The release, I want to say this is... Let me check. Let's check.
Fact checking on a live stream? Imagine.
Trying not to look like an absolute fool. 1st of August, everyone. Set comes out on the 1st of August, and that's going to be $44.99 British pounds, 50 American dollars, and 49.99 euros. Those are the prices I have right now. Again, 805. Pretty actually awesome pieces. So, kind of fun. So I got to pull up. There was a very specific comment that kind of sparked the idea from this video from Jangbrick's video, because I wanted to hear Jang's thoughts on this set.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't? I love me Jangbricks, and you all should love you some Jangbricks too. Let me see if I can dig up this very specific. Okay, so this is the comment. I think it's fun, referring to the set. There's an interesting tension between LEGO as a creative free play and LEGO as a model kit, and this feels like it's in conversation with that tension. And I think that's just a fascinating point to bring up, because I think especially as we get so much more of these adult collector models that tell you that there are, we have the whole art line. This is obviously part of the art line, but is following directions for a set and then making that set from the directions. Have you made art? Have you made somebody else's art? It's all very interesting. To me, it's the same thing as, purchasing a copy of a painting and putting it on your wall. Mm-hmm. I mean, to build a set, you have not made your own art, but I think what's great about this set too is that it hopefully gives adults, especially, the tools needed, like these individual modules that we saw here in the beginning of the instruction booklet, right? To create something of their own, which I think is kind of exciting. This is like a super easy way for a sophisticated, modern art-loving adult to express themselves in a way that's very interesting, fun, and safe. Because I mean, look at what we're going for here. I mean, there are no wrong answers when it comes to creating art like this, and that's what I like about this. It's not like this set is telling you, for instance, what I had to do the other day: make Lego Sonic. That's a tall ask for anyone, but this is more like slap some weird shapes down on a background. And I think you're going to be impressed. But anyway, I got to look back at the chat here. Yeah, I know. We're biting into the meaty topics right away. I think Audrey is sorting the pieces because that is what Audrey likes to do.
Yeah. Don't give me a creative prompt. I like making the same shapes go together.
Charles says, I love eating cereal. It's like Lego bricks for men. Beautifully said. A lot of comments about eating Lego. I already did that in a video, remember?
True.
Yeah, and I think this set is going to appeal to a lot of people just because bright colors, fascinating pieces. Oh yes, someone brings up the Spider-Man art piece. I really love that set. That's my favorite Marvel set I've seen in a long time. I know people will disagree with that, but I think that actually looks really, really cool. Not perfect.
The new one?
Yeah, the comic book cover. Yeah. Sorry, I'm reading. I still got to learn how to talk while reading.
I'm not doing well keeping the building on the street.
This would be a great set draft at Brickworld.
True.
Look, I mean, like, what if you got the modified 1x4 tiles in white? You're going home with a lot of those bad boys.
All right.
Yeah, there's, like, if this set does well, it does open up a lot of interesting possibilities for future sets following this concept, I think, from LEGO. I think no matter what you make of, like, the content of this set, I mean, that price per part is beautiful, and I think we can all get behind that. So, who liked Lego first, or did you spoon Audrey with your collection? So, yeah, I told Audrey before we got married that I have a lot of money, but what I didn't tell her is that it was an asset, right? It was like, I mean, technically, you can convert Lego to money. It just hasn't happened yet, and won her over, and then it was too late.
It won't happen for freelance. It's okay. I've made my peace with it, and I've actually started to enjoy that aspect of the hobby too. So I'm coming around, but I'm not very good. So don't expect us to ever work together on a build, because I will never be good enough.
That's not true. That's not true. I just hate working with people.
That's also true.
So
Someone says to eat the box.
that's a great idea. Someone asked though if Knight's Kingdom will ever return to the channel, and I do have the sets. They're getting put together. It's just the revisiting videos are. I love them, but they are a pain to make. They are a colossal pain to make.
All right, now.
I feel I should help you with this build at some point.
It's okay. You don't have to. Unless you really want to.
We'll get there. We'll get there. This is my first time tuning into one of your streams. Yes, this is because it is only the second stream. The other stream was 12 seconds and was a complete accident a few hours ago. Yeah, the Vladex Dark Fortress is a lot of fun. So, what is Audrey's version of your Lego obsessions? Audrey, do explain.
What?
What's your obsession? What's like? I have Lego as my obsession. What's your thing? What's your hobby?
My hobby is sewing. I work as a suit tailor, so I alter suits every day, all day, and then I come home. And then I sew other things. So a lot of the things that I wear, I've made myself. Lots of things like that.
That's totally cool, Max. Yeah, this is very much an experiment, and we'll determine by the end of this if it was a good experiment or slightly a disaster. But so far okay. Yeah, this is just a very, very different than what I'm used to. Have you ever made a Lego suit, Audrey?
I have not. Samsy Brego would love for me to make him a Lego suit, I'm sure. But I've actually made a Lego dress before, which I will be bringing back to Brickworld next year, if I can actually get all the pieces I need in time.
So yes, it is happening. No face cams. I'm not quite ready for a face reveal. So
yeah, that's a bit too much for us. Would you like to take over since you want to build?
I can handle. Oh, at times two. I see what.
Oh, that's not cheesy with this Shakespeare drip.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
me.
Yeah, I'm the veiny guy over here.
Someone said Ninjago City sets are art.
That's true. I still destroy them, though. Well, not that this won't be destroyed.
Oh, are there any themes or set waves you'd want to do a revisiting of but can't do so due to the cost?
Ooh, the one everyone asks me about is Monster Fighters. And I just don't have any Monster Fighter sets. So, I mean, that and pretty much anything like pre-2005 is unfortunately a bit out of the question. Because, you know, at one point I wanted to do Orient Expedition, but that's why y'all should go subscribe to RR Slugger, because he's going to do that for me, and he brings a lot more personal context to that as a 90s kid, whereas I am the early 2000s guy, so I gotta stick to that stuff. That's a great question, and I'm sure I could go on about that forever because there's a lot of themes I'd love to cover, but it just gets tricky. Oh my gosh, look at all these 1x5s. Absolutely cursed.
Is there anyone you'd like to collab with?
Who would I like to collab with? That is an interesting question too. Something I definitely need to think on more. For sure. You know, to do a serious, like, long-term, like, proper video collab. It's just like the logistical side of that gets a little, you know, difficult to manage. How to make that and how to make it work well. I've talked about it for a long time. I've wanted to collaborate with Brian Firks on a revisiting Harry Potter. And so when I'm ready to finally do that, I will definitely be hitting him up for at least some commentary on that. And that's also something I can see myself doing with other themes if I branch out into something that I might not be an expert in necessarily for a theme. I like to think I know my way around Lego Harry Potter pretty well, but I think having Brian to add some insight to that will be just very, very fun.
Someone said KSI. Not doing that. We're not going to collab with KSI.
Amazing.
What do you think? Is this art so far?
Have we made art? This is pretty nice. Pretty fun.
It's not a bad frame.
Also nice to hear, Audrey.
Aww. You're so nice.
Dude, I'm part of the land. Jang would never collaborate with me, but I can dream. I love Jang. I really do. He's incredibly boring, but we need that in the LEGO community. Like, I mean that in the best possible way. He is like...
There's no, like, big distractions. He's not looking for flash.
Yeah, he's got a good head on his shoulders. You know, he keeps everything real. I guess that's the best way to put it. You know, he has a... if you've watched Jang, you know what I mean. Collab with someone named Audrey, says Riley. I don't know anyone named Audrey. Oh, wait a second. We've done a few collabs in the past.
That's true.
The Lego Masters stuff.
Lego Masters, Clickets. Clickets was a pretty big collab that we did together.
Get hyped for round 2.
True,
you know it's
true.
coming.
Everyone get excited for the Christmas season.
That's going to be oodles of fun. 100%. Which would you rather erase forever, Power Miners or Life on Mars? Oh my gosh, the questions are getting so real.
But, like, if you erase Life on Mars, you no longer have sand purple.
It's true.
Could you live with that?
I would have no tube connectors. Oh. Yeah, I'll get back to you on that one. Okay, best way to make mocks without spending 2 treasure chests full of gold. Another great question. That used to be a lot easier to do. But I'd encourage you to keep an eye out on Facebook Marketplace and garage sales and just try and find like bulk lots. That's a good way to find random stuff and work within those limitations. I think the worst way to build mocks on a budget is to throw up Studio and just design something and buy all the parts directly off Bricklink. That's a terrible idea. That's how you lose a lot of money. But if you buy just random stuff and work with it, make it happen, you can find affordable Lego. It is still out there. You got to do some digging and you got to be fast. But it does show up. Where is my beard? It's a great question.
Beard?
Cubeman asked if I've ever thought about reviewing Modulix, and I have because at Brickworld not this summer, but the summer before, I actually bought Modulix with the intention of doing a video on it. It just hasn't happened. How is meeting Will Arnett? Will Arnett's hilarious. That's the Will Arnett you get from being on the show is a very different Will Arnett than
Makes the
that
cut.
makes the cut. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Do you wash your Lego? Ooh, another good question. When I do get those bulk lots, I typically will at least rinse it off, put in a bit of dish soap. I know some people will actually put it in the washing machine, if in like a safe bag and stuff like that. I've not. I don't think I could bring myself to purchase Lego that dirty to make that happen. Do you have Miss Lynn's Tower from Night Skim too? I do. Do I think it is a good set? Ooh, man, that's a question you should ask me once, in a year from now I get to that sixth revisiting Knights Kingdom video. There will be a lot of revisiting Knights Kingdom videos. Wave 3, aesthetically, it's got nothing on the first two waves. That's all I'm going to say. It got a little plain and boring. I think the set is fine, but in terms of flagship sets, Vladix Dark Fortress and Castle of Morcia are far superior. Yeah. I bought Battle at the Pass, which is not something you should buy. It's very expensive, but I think I had more fun with Battle at the Pass than I did Miss Lynn's Tower, though. You have to do a click it's revisiting. That would be legendary.
Oh, man.
Joe Bag 4 looks like an average Monkey Kid set.
True.
So it does.
That's very true.
Love that comment. Is this a window frame? Honestly, could be. No, just kidding. It's art.
That's the question, isn't
Oh,
it?
okay. Best deal that I ever got on Lego was $600 retail price worth of train stuff. 9-volt train, same stuff that I used for that mock video I did just a few days ago. For $30 at a garage sale, probably 15 years ago. But even as a small broke child who had maybe $15 to his name, he knew that he had to take out a loan on the parents to make that one happen. We didn't even have enough room in the car to fit it in, so we gave them the money and then went home, got the van, and came back. And that honestly was just the coolest thing ever. I got so much joy out of those 9-volt trains. And unfortunately, you don't see deals like that much anymore. But I know people have found stuff like that. I did see Just Too Good at Brickworld, but we didn't have a chance to talk. So hopefully next year. Force Audrey to do an elbow reveal.
No.
Oh.
That's so. Hey, I follow in the footsteps of one of the best YouTubers ever. Elbow reveal at 10 mil or nothing.
Yeah, better drop some subs to Audrey.
Yeah.
Is having a Lego addiction healthy? There are worse addictions, but it's not healthy.
I do think if you have to preface it with addiction, it's probably not great.
Sorry, we got some good ones here, man. Chat's on fire. Thank you guys. JL, Sand Purple or Audrey?
Someone asked Audrey or Sand Purple and Sand Red.
Oh, and Sand. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a little different. See, I'll probably do Audrey over Sand Purple, but Sand Purple and Sand Red gets a little trickier.
It's okay, guys. I know where I stand on this. Don't worry.
There will be a revisiting Alien Conquest video. It will not be this year. Definitely not, but it will be coming.
Revisiting my marriage video.
That's a good one. Sorry, window frames are art. I did not mean to imply that window frames could not be art. That was wrong of me. Revisiting Lego Lord of the Rings is another thing I would like to do. I have to see, because there's a few waves of Lord of the Rings sets, and I might have Mines of Moria. That's the one I don't have. Of course, the big one, you know. Forestman revisiting. Yes, I love all these requests for like the insane. But yeah, you understand the problem now. Like revisiting videos, just they're expensive. That's the hard part about them. So Scooby Doo is another one that's really dope, but really hard to get.
I found a printed dish from the Mystery Inc. Van at Brickworld in one of the bulk bins. So that's why you bulk bin. Find the weird printed stuff.
Audrey is cooler than Caleb, I can confirm.
That's absolutely not true, but okay.
I like you.
I like you too.
Oh my gosh, flirting on this? Let's
No, Farm Oz. Farm Oz.
Sandrider, your Harry Potter minifig collection. It's strange how that value is like slowly like equalizing. How many sand purple pieces to get a knee reveal? I suppose no one has seen my knees.
Well, that's because they don't exist, right?
That-
You don't actually don't have legs.
that got dark.
No,
Revisiting
it's
Audrey.
supposed to be a me. Why'd you make it sad?
Uh,
All right, we're at the last 3 corner
oh man,
pieces.
we are making Agents Revisiting will also happen, but probably not this year. I'm only missing one first wave agent set, so I think I can make that one happen.
Wow.
Our window frame /
Window
art.
frame / art frame. Finish.
Will I ever do an end module? Oh man, I didn't want to answer this question today.
Oh, no.
I will not be doing an end module. I hate the end. I think it is very boring. But if the game were to be updated, like another style update of the end, I would do it if it didn't suck.
Someone says good stream. Yeah, we're finished because we
We
made
did
the
it. We
frame.
did it, guys.
That's
Thank
it.
you, everyone.
Fridge door.
Yum.
All right.
10 million subs are all the same colors. Great.
Sandbread over your life. What does that mean?
I love these. Yo, Cameron Strengths is in the chat.
Yo.
I am truly blessed. What's up, my dude?
Gosh. All right.
Chima revisiting? That's another one. I just don't have anything from it. Sand Audrin.
It's a bit of a stretch. Sorry, guys.
Interesting. You should ask that Nugget. I do have some Indiana Jones sets. I was potentially considering doing a Temple Run comparison. Obviously, I'm a few months late to making that video, but we'll see. If people are interested, I might make it happen.
Well, do you want me to dump the rest of these out? What are we feeling?
Or do you want to make the little modules, or do you want to make art?
Let's.
I think let's do
yeah,
it.
Let's do it the way that they lay out.
And then we
but
just make up around time.
I think
All
that's
right,
good.
we're doing that. We're making the modules, gang. I'm gonna set this aside.
Alright, and
The sand redder, your life feels more like a threat than a question. I also felt that. Review of the McDonald's Happy Meal set from the 90s is actually a brilliant idea, Hunter.
Oh.
If you could, would you turn your skin sand red? I think if I go outside for like more than half an hour, we can probably make that happen. Audrey face reveal at 1 billion subs. You got it. There is no way to find her face, I'll swear. Of course, JL wants a Duplo Thomas revisiting. Galador revisiting. There is a Galador video that will come at some point. Here. Soak this up. Soak this up, gang. Isn't that a beauty? This is a gift from
So nice.
gift from the Erickson brothers.
True.
Sealed. So we'll do something very special with that.
It makes lovely wall decor. If any of you were wondering. So many dots tiles, my favorite.
Any good Bionicle memories from your childhood? I actually had a few system Bionicle sets. So the tiny little Visorak that bounced, love those things. Where did I put them? That's worth bringing out while I make Audrey build.
I remember watching some of the Bionicle movies when I was younger. I could not tell you like what the plot was, what any of the characters' names were, but I do remember watching a Bionicle movie at like my grandma's house.
Oh wait, no, window frame Minecraft module.
Someone just says, no, you screwed up the Audrey face reveal. Not even Mr. Beast has that many subscribers. I just don't think you're believing hard enough. I think that this niche YouTube channel has the appeal to reach the mass audience that can... Oh my gosh, what was that? What?
See, this is just like Caleb show and tell now.
Oh, why are they rubber?
So they can do that. Anyway, that's one of my favorite memories of Bionicle. Bionicle mentioned in a cheesy stream, it won't happen again. But I genuinely do believe that these guys are pretty cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
those are cool.
Some real funky colors in there too. I mean, like the gunmetal gray paired with the flame yellowish orange, or what's the... Somebody's in very, very light gray. This is not white. That's very light gray.
Oh.
Really cool color.
Oh.
Make the window frame sand red.
Yeah, we have the power to do that.
What are some LEGO themes you wish existed? Great question.
Some themes.
I mean, there's a few things I think in particular I'd like to see versions of again. Really fell in love with adventures over these past 2 years. Would love to see an original Indiana Jones, Johnny Thunder styled theme like that. Just exploration. Doesn't have to be about artifact finding or anything, but I mean, but just that era, you know, not with like the modern tech, but you know, just a bunch of guys out in the jungle looking for something, you know, on a quest, something like that. I do miss things like that. And I mean, to some extent, Dreams scratches the original theme itch, but this is definitely not the place for it. I have problems with Dreams that are not, it's not related to the TV show or anything like that. I think ultimately what it comes down to is Dreams lacks coherence. There's a lot going on there, and it doesn't feel like anything in particular. It feels like it's trying to be too much. I like something like Exoforce, where literally it's just a bunch of mechs, you know? There's a beauty in that simplicity. What are your thoughts on other non-LEGO brick brands? Ooh, that's a great question. So I've definitely fallen into different camps over the course of my life. I personally would never buy nor use I wouldn't even say that. I wouldn't even say that I wouldn't use. I wouldn't buy non-LEGO stuff, but if it's compatible and hidden away, there is very much value in using that. To say that LEGO is the be all end all, I think is a little ridiculous. Obviously, we love Lego, and I think most of us can respect Lego is generally the superior product. It is not always the superior product, but when something works, especially for filler brick, I do believe I have a Tycho brick in my latest mock. I thought about just like tossing it in the trash, and I'm like, why would I do that? It's just like no one's ever gonna see this. It works. So I honestly respect if you do use the non-Lego. Just like I don't want to see it, out on the surface when I'm at Brickworld. It's a Lego convention after all, but make it work. Yeah. Custom Lego parts for prints and stuff, I'm totally cool with prints. I wouldn't use custom prints in the Minecraft world, only because custom prints or molds in the Minecraft world outside of the official Lego palette, just because for the Minecraft world, that's something specifically I want anyone to be able to recreate and have easy access to. And sometimes getting those custom parts is not as easy as going to Walmart and picking up the $10 Lego set. So, and then I say that, and then I buy sand red. That's a good point. Pink Ice about the Dreams villains. I definitely gravitate to them more. They have the consistent color scheme and style. Yeah. You're doing great with the build, Audrey. I appreciate that.
Thanks, man. I do my best to make simple shapes that repeat over and over again.
Amazing. Yeah, I mean, obviously a medieval theme would be amazing to see again. Fantasy era, that was that and Knight's Kingdom are my childhood themes, Loved that stuff. Love that stuff. Unfortunately, I don't have a Lego passport. I do have a Lego password. Please don't try to crack it.
Not for you. Not for you.
Did I pick up anything cool at Brickworld this year? Surprisingly, not. I'm kind of at a point in my Lego career where space is very much an issue, so I have to be a little more careful. And as much as I love Brickworld, most everything there is overpriced tremendously, so I try not to buy a lot of sets. I did sell some sets, though. I came home with cash, which is
That
beautiful.
was nice. That was a nice thing to bring home. Immediately go and spend it on bubs.
Yeah, exactly. That's a question. If I had a can here, I'd make y'all tell me where you live in the U.S. and if you have bubs.
Ever seen it before, yeah.
Next time I'll remember. I thought about going out and getting one. Favorite minifigs? I'm sitting right here next to the Harry Potter. Might as well snag a few. Bellatrix looking right at me here.
This is actually super fun. Sorry to interrupt your Bellatrix
we're talking
show and
about
tell.
sets. Let's talk about sets.
So I just finished up all these little modules here, and
Here,
it talks about different parts of like art theory, which I think is kind of cool. But there's this whole thing that talks about like balancing and the idea of visual weight in your build. So like, in this where you can see a lot of the empty space, the black here, that's going to draw your eye in more. And like the contrasting colors also add visual weight as well. I just think that's really interesting. Even if it does kind of look more like an adult-ish set, like not everyone that's going to build this has like taken 4 years of art classes or whatever. So I do think that's kind of fun and interesting way to go about this.
That's pretty sweet, actually, that it has stuff like this. Again, it's like giving adults the tools to make their own thing, but also adding purpose and direction to it, hopefully, which our build later on in the stream will not have.
Wait, we're just going to make a mess?
No.
Is that the idea?
I'm kidding.
All right, Monkey Kid bag. Let's
Oh,
go.
let's go.
Did you wanna do this one?
Sure.
All right.
Here, you want to switch spots?
Yeah.
Good thing we got rolly chairs.
I was gonna stand up, but okay, we could do that.
Yeah.
All right. The only sand red I own is from the old Gilderoy Lockhart.
A man after my own heart.
True.
That, speaking of favorite figs, that's definitely up there on the list. Sand Red Gilderoy is spectacular, especially considering that figure's from 2002.
Do you ever plan to add a camel to your Lego Minecraft world?
Yeah, that's a good question. Definitely do. Just need to get around to designing one. I mean, at one point, Lego will obviously make their own, but that's probably not going to happen. It could happen in January. Probably won't happen in next summer. But I said that about the Warden too, and we got the Warden in January, and the LA, which is pretty wild. So, yeah, just give me time. Hopefully, once the summer's over, once Lego finally stops making new products for me to review, then we can do some custom stuff again.
Did you expect the Lego Minecraft series to take off like it did?
Okay, I always love it when people ask this question because most of you weren't around at the beginning, and that's totally fine. So I made the first Lego Minecraft video I ever made on the channel was an entire display, right? Maybe you've seen it. I think it's called like Making a Lego Minecraft World. It's a standalone thing. And the video was one of the best videos I had ever, most successful videos I had ever had on the channel. So I'm like, oh, what other Minecraft stuff could I do? When I say most successful, we're talking about 1,000 views in a week, which was huge for your boy at the time. But if I got 1,000 views on a video in a week, it might be time for me to hang up my hat and go home. So it's funny how perspectives change, right? But anyway, so I started dabbling in making this other series. So I made the Desert Well, and it was one of the worst performing videos ever on my channel, which was really impressive because there was a lot of stuff that flopped on Cheesy Studios back then. But I had fun doing it. And so I made another one, which was the jungle. And that video flopped harder than the Desert Well, which was kind of spectacular. And so I still enjoyed doing it, and I kind of was committed to the idea. So I made the Plains Village. And the Plains Village did not do terrible the first day, but by the third day it started taking off, and the rest is history. So no, did not expect that success, especially after the jungle flopped. I was like, wow, this is really just something I got to do for fun. But after the village did well, I realized I would actually have funds to make bigger and more impressive modules going forward, and that is what you see today. It's very epic. Hey, Shy, good to see you. I'm dabbling in this crazy live stream thing. And it's almost been disaster free.
Oh, there was one night.
There's a lot.
Why did you change your logo background? I miss the old Cheesy.
Oh, so no one ever said it out loud, but while editing in the intro would come up, someone else coined this phrase though. They described it as getting flashbanged by the intro, which is exactly how I felt when editing. And ultimately the reason I changed it is just like, it was just a little plain, a little boring. Wanted to try something new, and I love the color purple, and it just works with the color scheme I have going. And so I tried it. It made it, the star background makes it a bit more dynamic. You don't get flashbanged nearly as hard, so life is good. Yeah, I know. Isn't that brilliant wording? I wish I could tell you who came up with that, because I thought that was hilarious.
If you could choose any retired color to come back, what would it be without saying sand red?
Sand red. Oh.
Or sand purple?
Oh, like this question a lot. There are a few. There's gonna be a few that come to mind. Maybe this is crazy, but honestly, chrome silver, or we have chrome gold to a very limited extent. What? It's the ring. It's the one ring is the only thing we get in chrome gold these days. But to see chrome colors return would be amazing. They really add so much to the build. Just having looked at pirates recently, and just the chrome gold coins that are included in those sets are awesome. Those feel like, because they're chrome, they feel like they have real value to them. But I think Lego has pumped out so much pearl gold in the past that it doesn't feel like gold. It doesn't have any value in it anymore. Whereas those chrome gold coins, you know, they always felt special. Any chrome gold piece felt special. So, yeah. I would say chrome colors. Otherwise, there's some other fun ones too. Some rust is another great one, I think, that really hardly got any time in the sun at all. Earth orange, very light gray, honestly, the one we just looked at on the Bionicle. That could be really cool. I would have loved to have used that for calcite in the Amethyst Geode. I thought that would have been great, and it doesn't exist. Well, here we go. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh yeah, more education time.
But yeah, we got talk about rhythm, about repetition of shapes and colors, testing my reading upside down skills, to create visual dynamics and tempo for the viewer's eye to follow. And some examples of that in creating cohesion. So that's really cool. And all of these models here are ones that are not outlined in the instructions. So there's like so many ideas that this is presenting. So this set is really growing on me. There's definitely a lot of love and thought poured into this, which is really cool. So yeah, again, I don't think it's something, especially when I considered my channel's general demographics, it's probably not something a lot of you guys are going to be interested in. But I think as a set, stuff like this is so important for Lego to be making right now, because we have people out there who are just getting into the hobby, are a little scared to dabble in this kind of stuff. But this is making it very easy and approachable, and I like that about this a lot. So I'm curious to see what other sets Lego might come up with in this style that really promotes that creativity.
I agree.
So,
Are there other I was wondering about how many other jumper spots there are, because I do like the idea of not
Stacking.
putting these at right angles.
Yeah.
Right? Having them be a little different.
This is almost Monkey Kid. This is Pigsy Monkey Kid. That was definitely my favorite comment of the night, though. That was funny. Thank you.
Someone just says, "I'm so happy we have brown cows, otherwise we wouldn't have chocolate milk." Very true. That is how milk flavors work.
Dude.
I'm a big fan of
Preach.
pink cows because I love strawberry milk.
So right now at Quick Trip, and all my Quick Trip homies out there, say hello. That's Quick Trip with a K. Quick Trip's got the orange dreamsicle milk right now. Amazing stuff.
Do you ever plan to reach 1 million subs?
I think no. First of all, no. That would be awesome. But as it is now, Lego is definitely not as niche as it once was. But some of the things I tackle specifically, it has never been my intention to make mass entertainment. I try to make most of my videos have some sort of value to them. I trick you into learning stuff. That's my favorite thing to do. If you watch the Minecraft stuff, obviously a lot of people think that's entertaining, and I love that. But I trick you into learning new techniques or about set history. which the value of is very debatable, but I think set history is incredibly important for reasons. I think the only videos that I made that really don't have any sort of value would be that cake comparison video. And I thought LC reviews a Lego set didn't have value, but so many people commented on that video like, "Oh my gosh, I didn't know geckos were this cute," and I made such big moves in the reptile relations community that was big. Mm-hmm. Geckos are the best.
True. I love my 15-year-old stepdaughter. She's the best.
And yes, she just had her birthday just over a week ago. And she shed on her birthday.
That was fun.
It was a big day. But we love Elsie. I'm glad so many other people love Elsie too. Yeah. Oh, man, that warmed my heart. So she will be back. She almost ended up reviewing this set. But I'm glad we're doing this.
No, I've been enjoying this quite a bit.
Yeah, sorry. Old Harry Potter Lego or new? Oh, man. That's crazy. Okay, so let's oh man, I'm gonna spend all day on this question. I gotta be real careful. New minifigures, godly. Absolutely godly. Though Snape has not been outdone since the 2007 Order of the Phoenix Castle, the standalone set. I think that's the best Snape. That aside, the play value and the magic, I think I've said this before in a video, of the classic sets is amazing. Any of those 2001 through 2002 sets are just so much more fun to play with than any of the things they're releasing today. They are ugly. They are so ugly. And that is part of their charm, because all Lego in that era was ugly.
It's just brute force.
Yeah. But they're big, they're fun, and ultimately so much more memorable. Those things weren't made to be displayed, they were made to be played with. And that's always going to be a lot more important to me at the end of the day. And I think that's hopefully the vibes that this channel gives off. You know, Lego is about being creative and having fun. I'm not here to bash on set collectors. I mean, you've seen that I collect sets. I've got sets displayed behind me. Yet, Lego is at its best when it's being played with and enjoyed with. Ultimately, by kids, I think that's probably the best. That's where Lego shines. That's what Lego is made for. Lego brings so much to those young minds. So many of us have experienced that, having grown up with Lego. That's where its ultimate value lies. So, anyway.
Someone says, remember Lego Hagrid's old hands with fingers?
See, this is why new Harry Potter is inferior.
It doesn't have fingers.
Exactly. I'm not supposed to make two. This has got to be a mistake. I've got to be able to make two. Maybe not.
No, it's just the one.
Okay.
Well, it's the only one that has the big corner piece, right?
I got all sorts of. I got enough corners to make another one. I don't know.
But
it doesn't.
It's got the
do it.
bricks though, so
Yeah. Okay.
who knows? Who
Yeah.
knows?
Getting a little excited here. Love all this turquoise. Look at these turquoise tiles. Warp Forest, baby. There are 2x2 tiles in this set. That was the other option for this review. It's just like turning the Lego Modern Art set into a Minecraft module. And now that I've mentioned that, a lot of people are going to be sad that I didn't do that. But also, that's a lot of work. Oh man, there's no way it's going to show up. But the injection sites are actually on the bottom of these 1x1 tiles, which is amazing. But I'm guessing these are just old store, and they're not actually switching over the injection site again. But if they were, I would love them dearly. But they're not, because they hate us. Lego. You don't want to see my elbows. Why is that? I look up and that's the comment I see.
Guys, so 10 mil or no elbows. That's just how it goes.
Just.
Zalex?
It's like a little racing theme that I really don't know enough about to comment on. But if I'm not mistaken, Zalex had a sand purple racer. Am I crazy? Someone's got to fact check that, but I'm pretty sure it did.
Will you ever make a player base?
I will make a player base. I have a place picked out for it. I have not designed the player base. I have gone through a few iterations that I have hated and promptly scrapped. But right now, I don't have World Edit downloaded on Minecraft 1.20, and so that your boy can't build without World Edit anymore. Let's just say that he has been building with World Edit for a decade, and not having it, it's just I can't do it.
How did I feel when Caleb, when the Lego stuff was revealed to me? Well, if I'm being perfectly honest, you talked about Lego during like our very first date. And I was like, wow, that's actually kind of interesting.
Let's
that you like
go.
actually are able to do stuff. When I had, this is how you know we're dating in modern times. We're like, I saw you post a Brick World build on Instagram, and I was like, oh my gosh, the build he made was as tall as him. How do you have that much Lego? But he was actually very charming, and like, you know how Caleb talks about his builds and how he builds? Crunch, 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 crunch.
Crunch. Don't hear the romantic stuff. We're almost done.
So I'm complimenting him too much. I gotta finish it.
You're so
But
sweet.
I mean, you know the way he talks about it. So like I felt very charmed by how he talked about it, and obviously, even if it wasn't making like big money stonks, as big money stocks as you make on YouTube of all places. But even if it wasn't, like, it's something that he genuinely enjoys, and I see how much joy he gets out of it. And so obviously I'm not gonna take that away from you.
Aw.
I would much rather learn why you like it and try to make it my own as well. So that's what I've been doing.
And that's why Audrey, one of the many reasons Audrey is such a wonderful human being.
No. We're not talking about me, we're talking about you. This is your live stream.
Getting too flirty.
Oh yeah.
is why there's no
Don't worry,
face
guys.
cams.
We're still just friends. Don't worry.
Was somebody asking?
No, I'm just clarifying.
Okay. Ooh, thoughts on the new El Dorado Fortress. So I did a little recording with Brickin' Up Brad at Brickworld because that's when it was revealed. Brad is awesome, and you should go check out his channel.
Sure, he's awesome.
Lovely guy. He does a lot of stuff in line with my revisiting. He's big into classic castle and that sort of stuff. And, my initial impressions were super positive of the thing. But now that I've actually had a time to look back on El Dorado Fortress, it's the charm has kind of worn off on me. It just lacks the refinement that we saw from, say, the Galaxy Explorer Redux from the 90th anniversary. I very much admire its faithfulness to the source material. I think that's the most important thing when doing like a remake like that, and that's why I loved, even though I did not grow up with these sets, but that's why I loved the Forceman's Hideout so much, is like it felt like I was able to get that set, That's getting Forceman's Hideout, the gift of purchase, probably was the same feeling kids got when they got the original Forceman's Hideout. I think that's really cool to be able to have that experience. Yet, El Dorado Fortress is just a little. It just lacks some of that finesse, which is I don't know. It's not something I'm gonna go and buy actually. So, which kind of feels weird. But part of it too is after having done that Pirates video that I did, I'm looking for something different out of Pirates. I'm not looking for a collector's item. Again, it goes back to what I won't shut up about, but that element of playability, accessibility, and imagination, which inherently a remake does not have. A remake for adults does not have those things. Obviously, I mean, you can reconfigure the thing and all this and that, but it is not an original idea. It is not meant to be played with. It is meant to be displayed. And I don't know. I don't know. It just didn't hit the same for me as some of those other 90th anniversary sets, like the Forestman's Hideout and the Galaxy Explorer specifically.
Oh, sorry, I just lost it. I saw something. What is snot? What does snot mean?
It's great because I'm actually doing something with snot right now. So snot stands for studs not on top, and it basically means changing up the angle of your building. So as you can see here, we have specific bricks, which would be referred to, where are you, camera? As snot bricks. So this brick has studs on the top, but also studs on the side. So you can switch up that direction. Excuse me. This is why I hate live streaming.
Edit, cut.
But this is why bricks like this, they allow you to get much more interesting shapes. As you'll see here, we're creating a circle out of square bricks. It's going to be really cool. And that's all given to us by the power of snot pieces.
Oh, what was, are you ever going to review Lego games?
Yeah, no, I don't have any here, but my parents have a lot of Lego games at their place. Ramses Pyramid, Minotaurus, the Dragon Volcano-y one, Creationary, all sorts of them. The Harry Potter game is there. So it definitely might be worth taking a look at some of those. There's some really, really cool, and some are amazing parts packs. There's like the frog one. That one's wild. There's a pirate one too with like big treasure chests and a ton of gems. I think that just looks so cool. And some of those games were bangers. Not all of them. A lot of people ask about Heroica too, and that's something I would definitely be interested in. I just don't know what the price points are on those. That's always a little scary. But I very much respect like that the Lego games as a theme, and it's too bad it didn't take off. That's just a hard thing to break into, especially today. But there's definitely some cool ones there, especially from the perspective of a guy who likes parts. There's definitely something to be explored in the future there. So definitely might happen. There's so much stuff. There's so much wonderful stuff out there to hopefully take a look at. We're getting there.
Lego Star Wars Complete Series still goated. Agreed. Very agreed. Are there any
Amazing.
techniques similar to snot that a builder should know about?
I think this is I don't know if it's a technique necessarily, but something that I found tremendously valuable. And the thing I've learned the most from doing the Lego Minecraft series is learning Lego math. And like, of course I just ate up all my parts here, so I can't really show you it that well. But the fact that you can make perfect cubes in Lego, it has a lot more implications than just, say, building Minecraft stuff, right? Knowing that a brick and two plates is the same width as two studs. You can do crazy stuff with that here. And there is a little bit of Lego math going on this build too. Let's see. This is going to be pretty tricky to point out, but I'm gonna do my best here. This is probably the best example of it. So we're connecting these things on the side here, right? So we got this distance of two studs, right? Mm-hmm. And we can set that in there. And this, of course, is 2 bricks high, but you can see it overhangs here by an extra plate which of course the set provides. But then you'll see we have this more interesting jump here with a piece that's called a bracket. And I know this is a lot of information, and I'm sorry if it's not landing the way I want it to. But a bracket, that thickness there is, oh man, I gotta get my leg. It's half a plate. It's exactly half a plate thick, right? So this becomes just the right amount of distance. It's that perfect one. Yeah, the math works. But experimenting with these pieces, the brackets that are the extra half a plate, and the regular snot bricks that have the studs right up against the other studs, and figuring out how these things go together to create a smooth surface like that is very beneficial for snot work especially, but it can be applied in a lot of things to make some interesting shapes like we're doing here.
Someone's just like, I'm doing my best to absorb the knowledge.
Yes.
Someone suggested having like, what was it? Make Mocks Better series? Oh, Basics of Better Mocks series.
That's
like
a good
how
idea.
to learn Lego math and snot techniques. I could probably use that.
That could be really very much useful, I think. I gotta look into doing something like that, just like Lego 101, right? But honestly, some of the best way, especially with modern sets, is just to build some sets. Just to get yourself a set like this, honestly, is probably not the best example, but this build in particular right here could teach you a lot about Lego math. How, of course, it's exactly the 2 studs tall, a brick and a plate tall. You can see both of that because we have studs on this direction, studs in this direction. So you just got to find like an 18 plus set that has some advanced techniques, and you can learn a lot just by building stuff, because Lego designers are smart people. They're employing these techniques even in the simplest of sets. And just by building some of these, I think you'll pick up on a lot of things. And I learn new techniques by building sets all the time too. Also, like, wow, look at the color differentiation in this blue. It's like really bad.
Oh wow, actually, yeah.
Really
That's
bad.
kind of crazy.
Like right
Like
here.
this is so dark and that one's
This
so
might even
light.
show up on camera.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not here to talk about quality issues, but I mean, look at this, how dark this is and how light that is. I mean, that's the
kinda-
same
that's
color.
kinda
Like this here is really bad.
That's kind of crazy.
This is why there was that question earlier about like, you know, what are your thoughts on off-brand things? You know, if another brand starts doing, gosh, look at how dark that is. It's insane. Color matching is definitely something where Lego has definitely fallen behind a little bit, which is absolutely mind-boggling. But yeah, I do not think Lego is perfect. You do not have to think Lego is perfect to be in LAN. My philosophy, though, at the end of the day is much like we've been saying this whole thing, Lego is about having fun, and I'm not going to let these issues detract from my fun, but I will be like, come on, Lego, this really sucks. Do better, because it is expensive. So, anyway, bunch of random thoughts for you there.
Oh, when you're talking about snot, someone pointed out headlight bricks. That's something that I have like grown to like realize and really appreciate. I say that like I'm using them in any of my builds, but you've been using headlight bricks really interestingly because there's so many different connection points in them.
Yeah, and like to think that the headlight brick is like one of the oldest snot bricks is incredible. Like whoever designed that piece is a genius. Very much a genius, because what you're able to do with that is pretty awesome. That little piece, so much potential with the anti-stud on the back, the perfect dimensions to make it all happen. And yeah, we are on our last bag here, which is pretty exciting.
Oh boy, things are happening.
Then we'll throw these together real quick, and I don't know how long, just over an hour. Yeah, we'll make something and wrap things up. I'm glad people have stuck around, though, and
Yeah, thanks guys.
hopefully I've been enjoying. This has been quite fascinating. Good stuff. Very good stuff.
checkered too?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not just a solid color, guys. We're evolving into patterns.
Art.
True.
Yeah, it's funny though. That's how we started this stream. I don't know if we ever got really back to that, but
Actually contemplating those hashtag deep questions.
well, I asked them all at the beginning, and
That's
you can
true.
go home and think about those. That's your homework. Comment back on this video later about what you think of Lego and of art,
True.
or just what you want to see next in the Minecraft series. You do you.
Oh, what was someone asked if you have special names for pieces that aren't like the way that Bricklink describes them.
It's a great question, and I encourage people to do make up your own names. But me, I'm such a Bricklink loyalist. Whatever Bricklink says, that is the law.
That's very true. I he'll like actually like tell me the name of it, and I'm like, that's the teeth piece. The teeth piece?
I love like community names like Headlight Brick or Travis Brick.
Yes.
Things like that. Well, I suppose another name for the Headlight Brick is the Erling Brick. I'm guessing that's the designer of the brick. But for the most part, the Bricklink names are a universal language. There's a lot of value, especially when you're talking to people at conventions and stuff. Like, hey, did you see the 1x1 plate in the Bricklink color? Yeah. To people who are starting out, I encourage you to use the Bricklink color names over Lego's internal colors, because they're crazy. They're crazy. What is tan? It's like sand yellow, I think is what Lego's tan is. There's just stuff like that. Like, no. Are you excited? We're about to
I am.
art it up.
Oh boy.
So these are just like extra.
That is
There
fun.
you go.
Well, yeah, for the different art.
For the art. There you go.
Whoa.
So there's the options, but we don't need that. Or buy two and make that. And these are just all alternate things not shown in the instructions. That's really cool. Lots of ideas to get the creative juices flowing. But there's that.
Woo!
Let's get our extras out of the way. So this is fun.
That is so hefty. All right, well, we've got our frame. Are we gonna expand past it?
Yeah. There are no limits.
Oh, what is your Lego white whale at the moment?
It changes so often, I feel. I tend to buy them. That's the great thing about the Revisiting series, is that I have been able to pick up some of those. One that I feel like really dumb for missing out on recently that I saw for a good price was the 2004 motorized Hogwarts Express.
Oh, yeah.
Which I saw sealed for $400, but I was like, oh, that's a good deal, but...
And then the $500 one came out.
But yeah, it was like when the $500 one was out, like, don't I want the newer, bigger one? No, the older one would have been a lot more fun. I don't hate the new one. I don't think it needs to exist, but I definitely don't hate it. But I would have had a lot more fun with that classic one. So that has and probably will forever remain my Lego white whale. Okay, I probably don't need to know all
Lay
these
'em all
out,
out.
but it looks
But it does look cool.
looks nice. Yeah.
Someone said make a smiley face.
Will I ever put a custom set on Lego Ideas? Maybe. I don't know. There's yeah, Lego Ideas just isn't my thing. It really isn't. I don't know what else to say there. I love Lego Ideas, and it's produced some of the best sets of the past years, but I don't think I personally have anything to offer to it. I make things that are too big, and I hate
That's very
big
true.
Lego Ideas
That's
sets.
very true.
And a lot of people ask me, like, why don't you put the Minecraft layout on Lego Idea? It's like, no, it's an existing theme, and they do not accept submissions for existing licensed themes, or at least they don't accept Minecraft. That much is clear. So the Minecraft series will not end up on Lego Ideas. All right, Audrey, you gotta slap something down.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Wow! I spent all that time. Oh man. Let's see.
See you, Rattles.
Boys, if someone's leaving.
Thoughts on the Brickmaster magazine? Oh, I love the Brickmaster magazine. That was a lot of fun. A lot of great sets came out of that. Eventually, it will come up in one of the videos because we're going to do a Revisiting Prince of Persia, which does have a Brickmaster exclusive set, which is fantastic. Indiana Jones had another great Brickmaster exclusive set. Lots of fun Star Wars mini models, too. I love Brickmaster. That wasn't a terrible deal, too. What was it, $40 a year? And you got the magazine and 6, like, bigger than polybags set. Well, they were in polybags, but they were bigger than your standard polybag. If you could have one R-rated Lego set, what would it be? Oh my gosh, that's amazing. What's my favorite R-rated movie?
Do you know any R-rated movies?
Green Knight is surely R-rated.
I think yeah, it is.
I don't know how awesome of I mean,
the Tree Man could be kind of interesting.
I've always wanted to make the Green Chapel. That's like one of my dream mocks. So like seeing that made in Lego, like I don't know if it would translate well to a set. I do feel like it's something that needs to be mocked. But the way sets are going, that line grows ever thinner. But if you've not seen the Green Knight, and if you're old enough to see the Green Knight, what's his face?
I don't know. It's got Dev Patel in it. I
Great,
know that.
great movie. Love it. Good medieval stuff, and
True.
just fascinating, amazing imagery. It's beautiful. Oh, Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, JL is on the money there. Yes, that would probably fit into the R-rated category. I suppose I should slap something down here.
Yeah,
What is your
turn now.
vision? Speak to me of your vision.
Put shape on
Dude,
rectangle.
we were talking about making art. I feel like
Well, that's part of it. Putting shape.
there you go. It's kind of
Wow.
cool.
Wow.
It's a crossroads, like we are at now. I feel like most modern art is trash. Well, you will not be thinking this is trash by the time we're through with it. We're making proper art. Sand Red or the Magma Cube, the one from the Bastion set. We were truly blessed by that Magma Cube. Oh man.
What is art, Audrey? Art is whatever CJ the X tells me that it is, and I believe that wholeheartedly. If you are at all interested in like actual like art theory, I highly recommend
Going to college? Oh.
I mean that too. If you've got good art teachers in your
We have
area.
great art teachers.
That's very true. Yes, very lucky to have the people. But the YouTube channel CJ the X is very, very good. Ooh. If you could only keep one theme alive, one Lego theme alive, which one would you keep?
Ooh. Like the good answer is like power miners. But you need something that has a lot of variety. Basic, creator. Creator is where a lot of the magic happens. You have a lot of variety there. You have amazing sets. I think if there could only be one theme, it had to be creator. And I mean, you can do anything with creator. Just on a simplified palette, no minifigures, or I guess creator sets do have minifigures these days. There are no rules with creator, but bright, colorful, playful, 3-in-1. I think that's it. I think that's the one.
Oh, do you have an end goal for the Minecraft layout, or are you just gonna keep working on it in perpetuity?
Sometimes it does feel like that. But there are final boundaries. And those boundaries have been met. You can see that on the far left of the module. The Pillager Outpost is as far left as it goes. The upcoming Savannah expansion, oops, spoilers, is as far down or is towards that way, I guess I should say, as it goes. The back of the village, the back of the jungle temple is as far this way as the module goes. And the ice... Everything is mirrored. The ice spikes over here is as far as it goes this way. So those boundaries have all been met, and it's just filling in the gaps, and there'll be a layer of underground modules. Least favorite Minecraft minifigure. I love and hate the husk. I love it because it's rare, but it is the most disappointing minifigure, I think. It's like, yeah. I'm gonna go with the husk because I think that's a good answer for standard minifigure rather than saying like one of the mobs or something.
That's fair.
How do you feel about off-grid angled building? Oh, it's liberating. I did some for the Brick World collab for the Party Barge of the Dead. I was building an octagonal tower. It was like, whoa! I can do anything. So good. Hey, Faraway Bricks is here.
Hi.
Sorry if you said something earlier. I didn't see you. Good to see you around. It's been fun watching you deal with Sonic as well. I hope you are enjoying it as much as I am too. It's been a hoot. I should probably bring out Sonic before the end of this video. Oh yeah, speaking of off-grid building, I've been doing all the on-grid, and Audrey's over here like, whoa.
Well, it's because I took all the
see, we just gotta get creative because we can do stuff like that. What does it mean? That's up to you, the viewer.
Well, no, that's not true, because artists have intent when they make things. We were talking about this earlier.
This is my dilemma. Like this is me like trying to build off grid, but I can't. That's what this piece means. What would you do if your sand red bricks disappeared? Cry.
Obviously.
And then you would be prime suspect. Sorry, Riley. That's a suspicious question. Look at these curves. Crazy. There aren't circles in Minecraft.
Is that what we're basing it off of?
This is Minecraft. This is modern Minecraft.
True. Nothing happens on the Cheesy Studios channel without it being connected to Minecraft. Everyone knows this.
That's just science.
Oh, this is not gonna fit. Oh no. Oops.
Oopsie doopsie.
I mathed incorrectly.
I like what you got going on up here.
Thanks, dude.
Our little comment on
oh, I do
industry.
like what you've done here. That is nice.
Yeah, it's the
arrows.
symmetry, the rhythm.
Arrows pointing you to nothing. Oh, what about illegal build techniques?
Yeah, people ask about illegal build techniques, and it's just because those goofy, clickbaity Lego YouTubers with the millions of subs make a big deal out of it. But really, and I cannot stress this enough, illegal building techniques is only something designers have to worry about. Do not impose limits on yourself and your building. Except don't use Lepin. You can impose that limit on yourself. But yeah.
Is this going to ruin your vision?
No. This is a dual vision. I love how we're just trying to use everything too.
Hey, that's maybe that's the goal is to make the most out of everything you've been given.
All right, yeah, we gotta break this up a little bit. Too much symmetry. Got our little hearts.
Yeah. Aww.
Now we're really gonna. Now I have finally embraced the going off grid. That is the story we're telling here.
Is there a deeper meaning to the art? Something deep about life, love, or the universe?
All of the above. Thanks for
It
asking.
is. It's making the most out of everything you've been given.
beautiful.
Maybe it's not perfect, but
When
it is
life give you lemon, you make the lemonade.
true.
And we have, by golly, made the lemon. I forgot about these though. Frick. Sorry, I did not mean to curse.
Oh no.
But I was truly distraught when I saw these massive boys. Sorry for destroying your artistic vision. But we gotta get these boys on. We're in
my
too
gosh.
deep.
Oh my gosh. Cheesy women art. That's fake, that's fake, that's fake.
Oh yeah, people have a really distorted view about what is legal and illegal, and it's quite annoying. Yeah, just if you guys know Marcus Rollbuehler, he is a designer for the Lego Group. He AFOL turned designer, but he designs Ninjago sets. You might be familiar with his Ninjago City Gardens, his Ninjago City Markets. But if you want to see someone who uses amazing illegal techniques, I would check out his Flickr portfolio. I don't know what it's like Parisian Street is one that he has. It's just absolutely illegal and amazing. And so, yeah, to not use illegal techniques is really bizarre to me because to limit yourself to not have those is sad. It's saddening. Oh man, I'm sorry about the slip there on stream. I'm about to get canceled.
Oh no. Oh no.
Ah, yeah. Look at that.
Wow. We made a thing.
I do like these.
Yay.
You don't get really a good taste of that three-dimensionality until we go like this. Look at that.
Whoa, look at the layers.
I mean, as a parts pack, this is nothing short of incredible, though.
That's true. Yeah, it's got a lot of nice stuff.
When the reason I accepted this set from Lan is that I thought there would be like potential if this was going to be a Cubist thing, I was definitely going to make it into some sort of Minecraft joke. But I'm glad this is what it is. This set did surprise me, especially when it came to the instructions and the value that it has there for teaching adults how to finally have some fun with their Lego instead of just hanging it on the wall, which is fine, but come on, guys, we can do better. It's great. I don't think I'll hang this on the wall. I think it's a hazard with the Pokey
I don't
Boys,
think that's gonna work.
but that's great.
That's definitely a thing, all right. True, it is a thing that was created before your very eyes. This was performance art.
Better than
yes?
anything Van Gogh ever made. That was a flattered, right?
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Put this in Elsie's tank.
Oh,
dude.
she would not know what to do with it. Oh.
It's too slippery. Too
True.
slippery.
There's nothing for her to. There's not a lot of stud for her to grab onto.
Says a lot about life. It really does. This speaks to me.
Well, any other
I like
hashtags?
this. This is fun. Texture.
Thanks, dude. I tried really hard.
I love how it's also like weirdly loose. Roast. It was part of the art. Now you really ruined it.
No, it wasn't a part of the artist's intention.
This is retailing for $49.99 here in the US. I believe it was 45 British pounds and 50 euros. So Elsie is our leopard gecko. She's a 15-year-old leopard gecko, and she is also a professional set reviewer.
Yes, that's true.
She's very good.
She's very, very good at it.
Very talented. We gotta go check on her at some point because she's
Yeah.
nocturnal, so she's probably just starting to wake up and probably wants to say hi to somebody.
Yeah.
So
Well,
yeah.
anything else you want to say to the people?
Man,
Did you want
yeah.
to show off your Sonic?
Oh yeah, Sonic. So Sonic's fun. hopefully some of you guys will participate in the Lego Ideas contest. Now this is art.
True.
This
Lego
is what
ideas.
This is what art looks like. Truly amazing.
Good things.
That's real. That was not VFX. That's real stuff. But yeah, thanks everyone for coming by. We're probably going to start shutting things down here. We've been here an hour and a half, but it's been a good time. I don't know if we learned anything about Lego and art necessarily, but I hope we learned a lot about each other. And it was fun getting to interact on a more personal level.
Yeah, this is fun.
If I get more of those tube pieces, I'll definitely make his arms longer. I don't have any in tan, I don't think. The dream sets came with those tubes in
That's
every
true.
color, but I don't think they came in tan. And I also don't know where I put them. So that's where we're at. I thought they were there, but I don't see them. Oh, new pieces. They mess up the sorting.
True.
Yeah, we should sell this for thousands of dollars.
That's true.
We just made art.
Yeah. If there was anything I learned from my artistic degree, it's that if you justify your art piece enough, then people will buy it. And like buy it as in like understand and accept your idea as fact or purchase.
Both are very valuable.
True.
Try to get this center.
Yeah,
of this.
performance art.
Oh, performance art. This is now an NFT. This gift that's about to be made.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh no. Caleb.
I've tampered with it. Now it's a new art piece. Yeah, I'm glad everyone likes Sonic so much. That's pretty fun. Yeah. I mean, I like this set. It is obviously not for everybody, and there's a few things that are really, really great about it. I think the instructions were really well put together, very inspiring. The value for your money is through the roof here, because these are not 1x1s. There are 1x1s. You can see which 1x1s were included by our measly pile of extra pieces. Everything else is bigger than 1x1s, which take note of, because even like your Star Wars sets that cost $80 and have 500 pieces, 50% of those pieces are 1x1s, right? So this is a very different story here. So if you're looking to just get random tiles and stuff, this is definitely something. Honestly, I could see people cracking this out at parties and just making something like this.
That actually could be pretty dope.
And you can determine how sober you are when you do that. But there's definitely like a game that could be played with this too, like determining who puts what on. And 1,022 pieces for $160. Star Wars moment. The pieces here are at worst, medium sized and cool colors, rare colors. There might be some recolors in this set. Maybe.
Yeah, those like
definitely some of these curved elements though, especially the 3x3 macaroni tiles, because we get 3x3 macaroni tiles in flame yellowish orange, black, red, and white. One of those has to be new, and all these 1x2 curved elements are great as well. The sandwich tiles in turquoise. Yeah, it's a fun parts pack. But I mean, if you don't like modified 1x4 tiles with the studs on opposite ends, you might not like this set, because there's a lot. Yeah, let's see what's going on in the chat here. Yeah.
It says a lot about society. It does. Because we live in a society.
We truly do live in a society. Yeah. I don't know if I'll be making instructions per se for this configuration, but take a nice long ganders, pause the screen once you buy this set. I'm sure you can make something just like this. And if someone does make something like this, please send it to me, because I will get a huge kick out of that. I think that'd be hilarious if you took the time to make whatever this is. But that's the beauty of it. Once you get all the little modules together, I'm glad we built the little modules. I think that was the way. That's the way to do it. And do this. For sure. Bottom text. Still asking for the knee review.
Bottom text, yes.
Custom armor trims. I hope Lego starts printing a Lego Minecraft armor. That would be big. That would be big. Oh.
True.
Any paintings you like to see Lego tackle next? Huh. A Rembrandt. I have no idea how they do that. I mean, like, you got to think
Like-
something like big and colorful.
Yeah,
That's just kind of how it works.
That's the big thing, cause like
With clearly defined lines.
defined lines, no biddies. Yeah.
I
There's-
definitely like Lego moving away from just 1x1 mosaics. I really did not care for those. Because there's not a lot. You don't learn any building techniques by doing that. Like here, there's a lot of interesting building tech. Well, I won't say a lot. There are some interesting build techniques when it comes to that circle. But also getting to experiment with different shapes makes this far more enjoyable than one of those 1x1 round tile things. Like, this is a lot easier to take apart too. And as someone who parts everything out, that's tremendously valuable.
Very true, very true.
Bands could be interesting. I mean, shoot, what's the
Rolling Stone?
Rolling Stones. Very cool, creative take on an art set. Even if it doesn't mean much to me personally, but obviously it does to a lot of people. And I think doing something like that is just so much more interesting than just the flat out mosaics.
True, true.
Picasso could happen. How vertical could you go with this set and
That's-
still hang it on the wall?
True.
It sucks because everything's tiled off pretty good, but some of these things, I mean, it would get a little unbalanced, but that's just me not believing hard enough. Film posters, that could be very interesting. I could see them doing a Star Wars one if they started making interesting Star Wars sets all of a sudden.
True.
But that won't happen. Minecraft Lego paintings. I have big expectations for the Minecraft 10th anniversary sets next summer or next year.
Man.
We'll see. We'll see. Film posters is actually a really good idea, but like some classic ones, for sure. Yeah, I think we're gonna head out for the night though. But this has been fun. I mean, if you have anything else to say, drop a comment. I know because my accidental 12-second stream was immediately saved to YouTube that this one will also be saved. And so isn't that wonderful? Thanks to the people who gave money. Like, wow, there's like
That's
$8
very nice of
sitting in
you.
the stream. Thanks. That was really nice and unnecessary, but we appreciate it nonetheless. Put it towards something. Yeah. Thank you all for joining. Have yourself a fantastic life. And we'll see you later.